What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, today it's time for another DYI project out here on the driveway, and today I am making a bunk bed ladder for our RV. If you've been following along the channel, I recently bought a new RV. See that right there behind me? It's got bunk beds in it, but there's no ladder to get up to the top bunk. So looked online at buying one, but they're like $100 to buy one of those, pre-made ones. So I thought I'd just give it a shot. I had some scrap wood here in the garage. So pretty simple. You can do this with just a single 8-foot 2x4. Really basic. Started out here. Let me just see if I can get the camera set up here. All right, hopefully you can see that. So basically it's just a simple 2x4. This is kind of what it was beforehand, something like this. I ripped it down the middle into two pieces, which gave me the two legs, and these are about 4.5 foot long each. And then I also had another piece of scrap wood to make the rungs. And again, this was 2x4 to begin with. Ripped it down the middle, 12 inches long for each of these rungs. And then I notched, as you can see, I notched the 2x4 on here to fit these rungs like so when it's all done. I did cut these at an angle, top and bottom, so it'll sit at a little bit of angle on the floor once it's all completed. And so when doing that, you just have to make sure that you have the angles going the right way when you start doing the rest of the cuts and such. So what I did is after I cut this, I cut these angles. Then I ripped the board down into two pieces, and then I clamped them together like such with my clamps, and then I cut these notches at the same time so they're equal. So let's go take a quick look in the RV, and I'll show you kind of how it looks on the inside. All right, hopefully you can see me there. All right, so here's the bunk beds, and like I said, these will end up going like such. Again, they're angled a little bit on the floor. This piece right here is at a bit of an angle, so the idea is to have that flush against that on both sides. The rungs are 12 inches on center, from the bottom up 12 inches on center, and then 12 inches each one. And then on this rung here, that's going to go, you want to make sure it doesn't interfere with the board here. So when the kids step on that, they're not banging their toes. And then when I'm done, I got some hooks I'll show you in a minute here. They're going to mount on the back of this. So these will go on here. It'll be adjustable. You can move it any way you want. It's not going to interfere with the door behind me. And kids will be able to climb up on there. It'll be plenty sturdy. That's kind of how it looks on the inside. Alright, so here's the angle brackets that I was mentioning that I'll use for the hooks. These were just straight 90-degree angle brackets that I just bent on the vise down 90 degrees so it makes a U-shaped. In the process of painting them with some Plastidip just to coat them, but it's just a, basically you can get these at any hardware store. Just a metal angle bracket 90 degrees, and you just bend one leg down to the width that you need, and those will, like I said, those will hook on the back of the ladder to secure it to the top. And I see I'm in the process of sanding these all down, and again, these will fit right. These will fit in there between. Once I get this together, I'll go through and router all the edges as well. I'm going to finish sanding these today. I'll put it together. Just I'll glue it all. If you can see, I'll glue all these together as well as a screw, and then I'll router all the edges so they're all nice and smooth, so the kids aren't poking themselves. Make sure there's no splinters or anything. The finished product will be primered and painted, and that should be it. So I'll show you the finished product here in a bit. Just got to get this all done and painted over the next couple days, and then we'll show you the finished product. Alright, so here's kind of the ladder as it's going together. What I didn't mention earlier was these notches. I made these notches a half inch, about a half inch in. In retrospect, I'd probably go a little bit farther, maybe 3/4 of an inch, make them a little deeper. Like I said, these are 1 foot long a piece, and then I'm just securing these with a screw on each side, with wood glue on the inside as well. And then I'll do a final sanding through this and paint it. And like I say, it's notched, or it's angled down on the bottom, so it'll sit something like that in the trailer. A little bit of angle with the hooks on the back side to secure it. And really, like I said, really simple project. Just do it in a day with a single 2x4. So there you have it. I'll give you a quick look once it's all done and painted and routed for the final product. So stay tuned. Okay folks, here is the finished ladder, all painted up. As you can see, nice and smooth, rounded all the edges, came out really good, nice and strong and sturdy. And let me just show you a couple things here. All right, so earlier in the video, I mentioned that you want to watch this gap between the top of the top rung and the bottom of the bed here. And in doing so, I thought I had plenty of room here as I was doing that, but as I was adjusting the brackets on the top, I realized that that wasn't enough. Now, if I was going to do this again, I'd probably look at leaving about 3 inches from the bottom of the bed to the top of the top rung. So that was just a mistake on my part. I thought it would be enough there, but apparently it wasn't. So all is not lost. Make one mistake and you make it up, just flipped it over. And now when I hook this on here, it's nice and strong and sturdy. It's not going to go anywhere. Now there's plenty of room here. The kids can get up. It's still about, about a foot between each rung. My 4-year-old grandson was here the other day as I was building it, and he was able to climb up here with no problem. So it's plenty strong. Like I said, I can stand on here myself and climb up it, and I'm not a lightweight, so plenty good for the kids. Again, it's adjustable. You can move it anywhere you need to. Simple project out of a single 2x4. Cut them in half, and just a real simple project. Didn't cost me anything since I already had the wood laying around the house, and the angle brackets came in. Might look at doing something different on the back angle brackets, just to find something that's probably not so sharp. That's later. I'll have to go to the hardware store and look at that, but other than that, really happy with the way it came out. It's nice and clean, really simple. Just took me a day or so to build them. So thanks for watching, and any questions on building this, just let me know. Take care, and like and subscribe for more.